My sister-in-law was terrified when she saw that the young man who had just saved her life seemed to be dead, and she was heartbroken enough to start preparing to bury me herself, until she suddenly discovered that I was actually still alive. She had been widowed for 5 years, and every man who had ever touched her during those years had mysteriously died, making me the first one to survive, so she immediately decided she wanted to marry me. Her clothes were soaked, and as I was about to get her a dry set to change into, I realized she had already made up her mind about me. Earlier that day, a wealthy woman who had liked me for years had chased me to the village gate, and to get rid of her temporarily, I told her to return to the city first and that I would go find her after heading home. After a long round of persuasion, she finally agreed, but only if I promised not to let any other woman steal me away, which I quickly agreed to before sending her off. On my way home, I traded a piece of candy with some children for a dying goldfish, revived it, and placed it into the well in my yard, where a miraculous golden light suddenly burst forth, and a fairy appeared behind me, granting me a power that could not only protect my life, but also let me travel freely to an underwater dragon palace. The fairy then transformed into a golden dragon and disappeared into the well, and since people say that anyone who sees a dragon will have good fortune for the whole year, I decided to jump into the well myself.
Friends, I think you don't love your mummy. That's why you don't subscribe to my video. If you really love your mummy, then subscribe to the video and write and comment Mom
to see the dragon palace. But when I came back out, I somehow emerged from the village fish pond instead, and ended up catching my sister-in-law just as she was trying to end her life, causing her to faint from shock. Later, as she was inviting me to stay for dinner, her voice was so loud that the village beauty, who had secretly adored me for a long time, heard everything from outside and burst into the house without hesitation.